Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy April the 4th. I am Deborah Johnson, a beauty consultant and a sales director with Mary Kay Skincare and Cosmetics. I am just reaching out this morning with recording this video for a couple of reasons. One is to just kind of share with you my passion and what I wake up every morning so invigorated to just do what I do through Mary Kay. So, as long as I can remember, I have kind of had a passion and an unsettled feeling in my heart and in my head, just about women who did not feel that their self-worth was high, who were either in some difficult relationships or situations and had what they felt like was no way out. I have always felt very, very unsettled with inequities, whether it's social, racial, gender. And so Mary Kay has given me this opportunity to reach women and number one, share with them these world. I mean, we're the number one in the world, but share with you the skincare and show you how beautiful you are. And we all are beautiful. I don't care who we are. There's an inner beauty. There's also an inner champion, an inner hero that wants to do something more. I feel genuinely that women were wired that way. Um, so a little bit about me. I have actually represented Mary Kay as far as being a beauty consultant for 35 years. For 33 of those years, I was really what we like to call a personal use consultant. So way back, rewind the clock. I joined and got a consultant number and a website and just did the business because as a beauty consultant, we all get 50% off of our products. And so with today's economy, that could be one reason right there to just say, yeah, why wouldn't I do this, right? The best quality products, world's number one, and I get it at half price. But 2 years ago, my life took a left turn or went down a different path, I guess you could say. And I kind of knew this was coming. So I was in corporate America healthcare, making a glorious, glorious salary as a vice president at a company. But I knew that eventually my position was going to be eliminated, and I'd have that conversation with my executives. Hey, Deborah, we're eliminating your position. So that did happen. So, February of 2023, I was told that my position would be eliminated. And I chose at that moment to make Mary Kay my plan A. It was always in my back pocket as a plan B. Um, so as if that wasn't enough, I think, God has a sense of humor or maybe has a purpose. I'll put it that way because I don't think there was anything funny about where my life went after that. So I have a brother who's developmentally disabled. I am his guardian, and he required brain surgery. That took place February of 2023. Whew, what a scary it was just something to go through. He did okay, but then had a bleed and had to go back in for a second brain surgery in April. Now, this is all after first losing my position, trying to start a new business, and having this going on. Well, also simultaneous to this, my husband wasn't feeling real well, and finally convinced him to see a doctor in June. And come end of July, we found out he had metastatic terminal prostate cancer. It had gone too long untreated and had spread. So it was beyond a surgical approach. It was beyond eliminating and removing it. So began that journey with him. Um, Lots and lots of chemo, doctor visits, imagings. But during this time in Mary Kay, because I was just embraced and supported by a network of women like nothing I had ever experienced in corporate America, they rallied for me. They encouraged me. They supported me. And I was guided by the most awesome woman who said, let me, coach you through this and get you, what do you want to do with your business? And I told her, well, I'd like to replace, my job. So anyway, I became a sales director by April of 2024, so a little over a year later, and I earned my first free Mary Kay car. So I drive a silver Trax that has Mary Kay on the sides and on the back, um, and that's free. It's a 2-year lease. Mary Kay pays for that, and 85% of my auto insurance, tax tabs, and all that good stuff. And I say this because it really isn't, life is hard. Mary Kay is not. And I was having all this life going on and still found the focus. And it actually was a beautiful focus because sometimes the more difficulties we have in our life, right, we tend to, if we just focus on those, we kind of can get sucked down and pretty soon there's nothing left of us, right? Well, this gave me a purpose to do something and to do something bigger than just me because I was bringing women along, with me. So to my husband did pass November of last year. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to do this anyway. Um, and I'm just kind of getting back to where I'm saying, all right, well, let me continue what I started, right? Um, and I'm growing a team. I want to take us to, gosh, the pink Cadillac level. I want to impact women. I want women to hear my story so they can realize that no matter how busy or chaotic or crazy or difficult your life is, if you need money, which I think at this point in our economy and in our government and just leadership in our government, everybody needs money because everything we bought 2 years ago is double the price, right? And unless you can determine your own salary, which by the way, we can do in Mary Kay, you need more money. But maybe you need a sisterhood like I needed to carry me through these difficult seasons that I've been in. Maybe you just don't like what you're doing. This is fun. It is enriching. It is serving other women and helping them see their own beauty and their own potential. Because really, Mary Kay, the woman, she founded this company because she wanted women to, number one, be paid what they're worth. She was a very faithful, faith-based woman who believed that God first, family second, career third. And when women could kind of organize their life in that fashion, that they would thrive. Um, and we build a sisterhood and friends like no other. So there's just so many reasons why not. And the company, Mary Kay Corporate, is offering second month in a row the opportunity to stick your toe in the water and for $20 get a beauty consultant number. You get me as your coach, and give it a try. What do you have to lose for $20? I think um, if you drink Starbucks, if you have to put gas in your tank, that's not even a half a tank of gas, right? So it's worthy of trying, and there's very little risk because we get the opportunity to buy inventory, but if in our first year we change our mind, you can actually literally return the inventory you purchased in your first year, get 90% of what you paid for it back. And so what is the risk? 10%. And if you start in the right way, you actually get about $400 worth of free product. So you're not even really losing anything. So I'll explain all that when we have our conversation. But I'm reaching out with this little bit of a my story testimony and an encouragement because I'm setting a huge goal for our team and for myself this month to have 50 new women join the Dreamcatcher unit. Um, so I am just reaching out. If this stirred you in any way, let's have at least a 20-minute, that's the minimum, 20-minute conversation together. I can lay out the business model, I can lay out the numbers because it's like a franchise. And let's explore whether this could possibly be something for you to try. And if it isn't for you, you know women that I don't, and we can talk to them. So for your time also, a free lipstick, a free mascara, whatever might, pique your interest there. And at the end of it all, you know a whole lot more about Mary Kay, the business and the woman. And if you're joining, I'll welcome you with open arms and, let's run. So thank you for listening to this. And whoever is sharing this with you, she thought enough of you to want to share this conversation. So let's have it. Let's have that conversation. And there's no pressure from me. I just want to share it with you.